Hell yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. We are your hosts, Natasha
and Steph,
back with another episode like every week, and we have a special guest. Yay!
Yay.
Before we get to know him and introduce him, we do want to give you guys a thank you, a shout out. You guys have been amazing. The support is crazy. Please keep supporting us. Please like this video, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your girlfriend, tell your side piece.
Keep tuning in with us, like every time that we premiere it on YouTube. Like people
they be commenting.
Yeah. So keep doing that. We love definitely that. We be there, like yo,
interacting.
Yeah. So it's fun. So make sure you tell your friends, your mama, your baby mama,
your side piece, the hoes, the kids at this point. Maybe not the kids. This show is not for kids.
Yeah. We try.
Sure. Okay. So let's get into this episode. So our special guest is Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How you feeling today?
Mike does it all.
Doing good. Yeah.
Like, he does our audio engineer sometimes. He's on the scene right now. He's typically behind the scenes. He has his own business that we're going to get to talk about now. So I'm excited.
And the name of it is Tandem. How did you come up with that name?
All right. Well, we're getting into it now. Okay, so Tandem is it's working together. Like, so, and that's
like
kind of
in tandem.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's like we want it because the whole concept and the idea for it, the reason why we started it is because we wanted to work with podcasts like together, like helping each other, like and creating like a community and like just having that support that like we felt like we weren't getting at certain times during this journey because it could be
I can relate.
Yeah, it could be tough. Like starting a podcast isn't easy, and having that support from a host or just your a studio or your community friends, it helps so much. But yeah, we came up with it because it's like how we want to work with our clients in tandem. It was I was Brianna, Matt, and myself, the same owners of Gotham Podcast Studio. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Oh, shout out to them.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about Tandem.
Yeah, okay. So it is a hosting platform. So a hosting platform is like a warehouse. So it's like you think, okay, I'm going to make this audio. So I'm making this audio. It's an MP3 file. How do I get it to everybody's phone? So it's like, okay, I can't just go on Apple Podcasts or Apple or Spotify or whatever. I need to have like a place to house it. So the place, it turns the audio, the MP3 into data, so that you could send this data to like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and all these platforms. And it's this one-click distribution. So you're just like, you upload your episode, put the summary. You guys know what I'm talking
Instead of doing it like manually, you can do it just one click.
You upload it there, and Tandem would distribute it everywhere to any streaming platform. Mm-hmm. You don't have to physically go through like 12 of them.
Yeah,
Tandem just does it all.
Yep,
nice.
That, and then it also, there's more features to it too. It's like there's a chat feature, so like you could talk to other podcasters. Like there's a big giant page with everybody on Tandem, like a social media page, but you could see other podcasters. So it's like it's almost like a club in some sense, because you could just message another podcaster. Like it's like a social media page for podcasters, because it's not listeners, it's just like the people that have podcasts.
That's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
you're
a community,
chatting.
literally.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you guys do any promotions on there?
Yeah. Yeah, no, thanks. I appreciate that. So it's right now we're doing a special. It's 6 episodes are free. The first 6 episodes. The reason is because that's when people typically suffer pod fade. It's the average amount of episodes people have before they like that's when the decrease happens. Like that's when people stop.
After 6? Wow.
Yeah, that's like the magic number. So so we give you 6 free ones to see if you're a podcaster. If it's not for you, no worries. But if you want to keep going, that's when it's $9
a trial.
Yeah, it's $9 a month after that. Yeah, but essentially a trial.
$9 a month, that's not bad. So if anybody's trying to start a podcast.
Yeah. Mike's your guy. Mike, Matt, Brianna, they're your people at Tandem. Nice.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
So Mike not also works in Tandem, but also he has a podcast. Okay. What's the name of your podcast?
So, okay. We have a podcast too. Tandem, also we work at Gotham with these guys we're at right now, but we do the Cannabis Connoisseur. It is we talk about the medical benefits of cannabis. It's not just your typical stoner show. We started it. God, it was so it was myself. So you ever meet somebody and they just won't shut up about something like.
Of
like
course.
someone like the same thing. They're so passionate about something. I mean, you guys talk about a lot of different things, which is great. It's very diverse in this show. But like if with you have a person that's just like, oh, I love this. So like I have a coworker, and he loved cannabis and he'd always talk about it. And then I started getting into it because I partake here and there, but it's
not every day.
Yeah. But with it, it's like I talked to him about it, and this guy's in a suit, like, because we would sell. We're a corporate job, so before I came to Gotham, I sold retirement 401k plans for an HR company. So it's like boring corporate stuff.
Yo, come get your 401k plan.
Yo, he does it all, okay?
Mike gonna have to
buy
school
Dogecoin. Just kidding. But no, it's so we did that, and then this guy I work with, he's an HR guy. His name is Ryan on the show. So we were working these corporate jobs, HR jobs. So we sell HR to companies, and like, so this guy's like, so we're about to go on a meeting, and he's like, all right, so what do you want to do? And he takes on his suit coat pocket. He's like 3 different pens. He's like, this will make you feel chill. This will make you feel social.
Oh my
God. Each strand, has a different side effect. So we got into talking, and I got really interested, and I'm like, you start a podcast? And he's like, I don't know anything about that. And I'm like, well, I have a podcast. Also, I had Gotham we were doing on the side, like, so, and that was crazy. That was like, that's a whole other thing, but that was like working this corporate job and then recording shows at nighttime when we were in a studio in downtown Manhattan, and there's just one studio, but so that's how it started. But this guy, he just was he was on top of it. He just always like had like a strand, or like, so we started
Very passionate about it.
Super passionate. And it got me into it too. So we decided to start a show called the Cannabis Connoisseur. So it's about the medical benefits of cannabis. Because I'm like, dude, just start it. And he's just like, I don't know how. And I'm like, I can help you. You know, we have a podcast studio. Like, and you know what? And he's like, I'm not going to do it by myself. I'm like, all right, let's do it together. And he's like,
sure.
Yeah. He's like, I would love that. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So,
and how many years has it been since you guys did
2
that?
years. We're at 101, episode 101. We just had 100
What?
episodes.
Wow. Congrats. 'Cause that
Yeah.
is not easy.
You guys, yeah. And these guys,
It's not easy at all.
these guys are at 79, which is really tough. So props to these guys.
Props to you guys too.
You guys are crushing it. So
How do you guys stay motivated? Because I know, we try to motivate each other. That shit is
But
tough.
it's not easy.
So how do you guys stay consistent?
Oh my God.
Does he open his vest again? Like,
You need this to stay motivated. This one will keep you focused.
Yes, that's what he does. No, but yeah, it's tough. It's like you gotta have a why, and the reason why we're doing it is for the medical benefits, like, because he was overweight and he used cannabis, and surprisingly, it can help you lose weight too. So if you get the right strain, so he would do it, and he lost weight, and because he's really unhealthy. And there's a lot of benefits too with CBD. So it's like you're getting a lot of these tinctures that get you going. It puts you in a homeostasis, so you're like more like level-headed with everything.
Yeah, in a relaxed state,
100%.
not as stressed.
Yeah. It keeps your body regulated. So he would get so we would we do the episodes. How do we stay? We just, as we know what we're doing, like, we know the mission is to like get more people on this train of like medical cannabis. So like that's the focus.
Spread more knowledge. So
and
do that, you guys got to continue, and that's what keeps you going.
Exactly. Nice. And you get people that like message, like, I don't know, you guys definitely
yeah, for sure.
And that's so cool when you get people you're helping, or like they're like digging your stuff. It's like, it's cool.
It's awesome. Yeah. That is true. I agree.
What about
Have you ever had those customers that just, well, not customers, I guess people that just are in denial about cannabis and just tell you the worst things about it, even though you're like, how could this is medical?
Good question. So that was so you get people with this old school mentality, especially because like doctors, like, they don't know what's going on in this whole world. Like, it hasn't been regulated, so there's like, it's uncharted territory. So they're not going to direct you to it, even if it probably is better for you. They're going to direct you to some terrible
that's
drug.
on a textbook.
Exactly, yeah, or some like opiate, something that's like not healthy for you, like oxycodone, one of these drugs. It's they're addicting, and like, it's not good for you. So it's like,
And they're not cheap, so it's like you're already addicted and you don't have the money for it. And, like, you got to resort to all these different things.
Yeah, 100%.
But not all doctors. Like, shout out to my cousin who's a doctor. She came to New York the other day, and she was like, we were talking about this whole CBD, and I thought she was going to give me that whole, like, you know, I'm a doctor, no one uses this kind of thing. She's like, that's really good for you. I heard, like, you guys are sponsored by, like, a CBD company. You guys should, like, keep going with that. That's awesome. It helps your joints. Like, yeah. So I was like, I mean, if she thinks it's great, like,
and she's a doctor,
right? Yeah. So yeah.
No, it's good. It's really.
And you know what's crazy? Stephanie's mom, and my mom. Well, not my mom yet.
Our parents.
We give them a little bit of this.
Yeah.
And they're loving it. Like my
mom doesn't know. Like, if I tell her, like, she's
gonna be in denial.
This is gonna help your joint. Like, she knows it's helping her joint, but she doesn't know it's like CBD, and she doesn't know the difference between like CBD and THC, and I'm like not gonna be here to explain it to her because she's like not she is old school and she will understand, but I'm like, did you just take it?
Yes, take the purple gummy. It's good for you.
Like, I'm not gonna give you something. Yeah, I'm not gonna give her something that's gonna hurt her, obviously. So for now, it's been working. She's loving it. But if I tell her like, that's CBD, she's gonna be like, what? What is this like? Yeah. So I'm not drugging her. I'm just like helping her.
Right.
I feel like doctors do the same thing. Like doctors probably prescribe them pills. They don't know what it's doing, but they're like, I took it and it helped. I'm like, I'm doing that.
It doesn't fix anything, but it helps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yeah, 100%.
But so how do you manage your time? Because you do a lot, like we said.
Yeah.
You are an audio engineer. Mm-hmm. You have your own podcast.
Yeah.
And Tandem.
Yeah.
How do you manage it all?
Good question. I don't. Where are the balls dropping? No, it's scheduling, having meetings, and just doing your best to stay, and having really good people to work with. Like, the best part about all this is like things are flexible. Like, I've got, Brianna and Matt are super flexible with things. We need to have a meeting later on in the day. We just know things change like a drop of a hat, anything changes. So it's like I got good partners. I got killer staff. We got Miles over here, Andy over there, Andy the intern. So it's cool too. It's like, so it's just having the support and schedules. Honestly, it's like you got to be on it. Like, you have to have some type of schedule. And I know like sometimes schedules could be like one of those things you don't want to have, but it's like you gotta like, dude, it's like it's so essential to like have that scheduled block of time, because that even keeps you on point with what you're supposed to be doing. So
true.
And just trying to automate everything. If you can automate a meeting, oh my god, it makes life so much easier. It's crazy now. You could take your Google Calendar and just be like, all right, every Thursday at 2 we'll meet. Yeah, how about every Thursday? Okay, and then you don't have to think about it again.
That's true.
That's true.
Whoa, that makes life easy. A lot of things are out there that like automate things and help make things easy. So anywhere I could find things there that helps. Little hacks like that, that stuff helps. But
is that an advice?
Tandem essentially does that. Like,
Tandem,
true.
They spread it out for you, so
which is help.
Yeah,
Tandem
they automate
does all that stuff.
Yep. Is that an advice you would give to someone? Because we know a lot of people that want to start a podcast. They're like, oh my god, I've been dying to start one, or I had plans to start one. Is that an advice that you would give someone that's trying to start?
For sure.
Because I don't be knowing what to say. I just be like, we just do it. I don't know. We literally just try to stay consistent.
So you're saying, the advice, like, should someone start a podcast or just,
if there's someone that's planning to start one.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Like, I think everybody should have them. They're like, I'm sure you guys have friends and family haven't talked to you in a while, but then they can kind of listen to it. Well, I don't know if you want everybody to listen to the podcast, but like,
I mean, we don't mind
at this point.
Yeah. So that's cool. Your friends and family, like, they want to see what you're doing. Like, that's pretty cool. Like,
that's true.
See Steph, Natasha, see what they're up to. I can just listen to the podcast. I know.
I feel like having this podcast, and my brother as a producer is like he's heard things that I've said, and he's just like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to be in this room. Right.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. I know, Gabriel. I get it. It's okay.
And Gabriel's on point with these cameras, man. The production of the show, like, is really, really well done.
Look at his face.
These guys are very organized. So first, if you're going to start a podcast, that's the one thing you got to know. You got to have a plan. Like, people just like, oh, let's start a podcast. We're going to talk about, I don't know. It's like, we're friends. Let's talk about stuff. And it's like, all right, which could be good. And like, the thing is, you guys have structure. The people that most of the time that go into it, I feel like it's more like, let's just see what happens. But you got to have a plan. And I think you guys are doing one of the most important things is to have a structure. And you can't have a structure unless it's like something you're super excited about or passionate, love. So
I think that's why we started on the couch. Like, we started in a room on the couch.
Start no structure.
Cool. No mic, no nothing. But we wanted to see if we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then obviously after a year, we're like, we might as well get a studio.
Yeah, that's true.
That's so smart.
Which is pretty cool. And then, talk your shit. So it's nothing specific.
Because we talk about so many different things. We're like, how do we come up with a name for like such broad topics? We're like, we're just talking because it might be like gems for other people, but to us, it's
once
like,
you decided that you wanted to be, about cannabis stuff.
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to be hard to find topics, or did it flow? Is it still flowing? Like, is it hard?
That's a good question. To be honest with you, like, it's more Ryan. So in the show, I'm Jack Stone.
So you're not Mike. You have your own.
No. I mean, the reason why.
Cool.
Yeah. The reason why.
You used to have dreads. Too.
Yeah, I did. But then we're like, let's not do that.
Chill.
Yeah. It was just fun. So we what do we do? When we started it, we worked for this corporate company. There's no way they would have liked us to have a cannabis podcast. So we're like, we can't use our names. We don't want to get fired. So we changed them. I'm Jack Stone. He's Ryan Chavez. He's when we're in suits during the day, and then we're like doing the podcast on Saturdays. And that's the thing we do, like Saturday mornings. That was like our thing, like our ritual. You guys have your own. I feel like your rituals where like. You guys meet. You give your Starbucks. Yeah. You get everything set up. It's just
either Starbucks or alcohol.
Yeah, it's so dope. I love it. Yeah, it's very relaxed setting. These guys know like what they're doing. It's just it's organized.
We try.
Yeah, we like to have guests who like they've probably never been on podcasts, or if they have, like ours is very different because it's not like scripted. We just go with the flow. We have structure and questions we want to ask, but if it leads to something else, we'll just go that route, and it makes it more like a conversation, nothing forced. And you're like, next thing you know, an hour or two have passed, and you're like, how? Like, I just had such a blast, and you want to come back, experience it again. So we try to, give that to our guests, including you.
Yes. So clever.
So what's the bigger goal? What's the 10-year plan with either the podcast or Tandem? Like, what's the big picture, big dream? Like, when you started this, he was like,
So the original reason why we did Tandem is because we needed to have a host. At this point, we've had 200 shows and a membership at one point, like various times, different amounts. But actually, no, I think it's more than that. Like 3, 4.
That's so good.
So people would come in and they don't know how to start a podcast. So we help them. We set them up. They come to us. Usually they're brand new. So they come in and then they're like, what do I do? And I'm like, okay, you come with us and you join a membership. We'll put you on Acast. That was the last client we worked with. It was Pippa, a smaller company. They were bought out by Acast. We started off with them. And they were great for like a couple, 2-3 years, but then they started increasing the rates, and we had a lot of issues too. Like, we lost all Spotify data at one point, and then another time we had just a lot of customer service issues where they don't work Saturdays or Sundays. So it's like their chat system is down. So if you have a problem, and you got like, this place is open Saturday and Sunday. So if there's a problem, like, I got a client yelling at me. I'm like, I feel bad for them. Sorry. Like, I can't tell them sorry if they're trying to put their episode.
That's true. That's true.
We had, so we decided to just make our own. And that's why, cause when we're around Saturday and Sunday. If we need to hire people to do that, we'll do that too. But we're going to make sure that we're available to our clients Saturday and Sunday. We're going to make sure that they have the flexibility, with making their own episodes and stuff like that. So like when they're they're not losing their downloads. So with Spotify, we lost all of our downloads at one point. And
what?
Yeah.
And that's important if you want to like switch or like get hired by a company who believes in you. Yeah. They're always going to want to know like data, what you've done, and you can't present it. You're like, it's like it's hard to believe.
100%. So. That's it. But yeah, so the reason we see it is there's other people like us. There are other networks that are working with companies. We want to be there for them and be able to give them a structured platform that works, where we work with them and we can help them, coach them, train them, anything we need to do with our clients. Like we're here, like, and we get the podcast studio.
Amazing.
I like that. Like they saw a need because it wasn't being provided by the other company. You saw a need, now you're fulfilling it, and everyone's happy. I like that. It's
fun.
That's amazing.
But that's 10 years. I hope we either maybe IPO go public on the stock exchange.
Got my vote.
That's 10
buying like 500 stocks already.
You got it. Let's go. I'll write it down. Or just get acquired. Spotify's buying a lot of
oh yeah, that's true.
Of hosts. They're just really buying a lot of clients. A lot of companies. Libsyn's buying a ton too. So who knows? We'll see what happens as time progresses. We are shifting in other directions too. Right now, we're teetering towards schools. So it's
what?
Yeah,
that's
we're trying
so
to be
dope.
in college.
I feel like the younger generation would totally like they benefit from learning from podcasts, whether it be cannabis or talking ish. Like that's cool.
So it's fun. It's been a fun journey, and 10 years. So either be acquired or that happens, and just keep rocking.
Or both.
Yeah,
like anything can happen.
Like half is yours, but the other half is theirs. So you work in tandem.
Sure. My God, our meetings are it's like I just all the time. It's like, oh, we're gonna work in tandem with this client. It's like
you're tired of the tandem jobs.
It was funny at first, but after like the first few months, like, damn, this is always gonna be. But it's fun.
How do you feel about I think her name is Alexandra Cooper. She does the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Oh my God.
She got like the 60 million for 3 years from Spotify. So like 20 million a year, basically.
That's amazing.
How do you feel about that? That's dope, right?
Sign me up, right? How do we do that?
How do we get there?
We're two I met. They're both sweet. Like I met. They came to our downtown location. We partnered with Barstool Sports a while ago. They were nice. They were on their phone a lot. It's like working though. Like when they're on their phone, you could tell though they work really hard. Alex and Sophia, like they're. I mean, well, obviously they're separate now, but they work hard. Just being on social media all the time. I know it's like that seems crazy, but it's like it's like a job. I feel like.
Yeah, that is.
That's the only thing with me in the podcast. Like sometimes you want to take a break from social media, but it's like I gotta know what's going on so we can talk our shit.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
But listen, it's worth it at the end because look at her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. Props to her and that whole situation. Like that's amazing. Like she made it happen. Like she made that content really really good and. They started off as interns at Barstool, I think it was.
And they started very low key, and now they're like they have their own podcast, doing their own deals. That's cool.
It's huge.
What are your 3 favorite podcasters?
Oh, that's a good one. Wow, you guys, they had such good questions.
We try, we don't want to brag, but
top 3 that you listen to.
I have
can't get enough.
Oh, I love it. I have usually 6 that I rotate through, and I change. I'm in and out. But right now it's The School of Greatness, Louis C. Howe.
Oh, nice.
You guys ever listen? That's a good one. It's
I watch his.
Oh, it's motivational.
Yeah, he had one with like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
Robert Patrick. So yeah, he has a lot of great ones. He had one with Grant Cardone. So I'm in and out of that one. But I like his questions are really dope and authentic, and he's genuinely like curious and is picking these people's brains. So I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do it 100%. That and what else am I listening to? There's a new one I just started listening to. What is it? It's really good though. It's I just listened to like a couple episodes.
Joe Rogan, no?
No, I don't know. Joe, they're too long. I can't.
It depends on. To me, it depends on the guest. So like. When Kevin Hart's there, I listen to all hours. When Elon Musk is there, I'm like just mind blown.
What about Joe Budden?
Joe Budden, I'm in now. Now that, Maul and Rory aren't there anymore, I'm in and out. But before, I was like always there. All 3 hours, I was there.
On point.
So, yeah.
Wow. That's cool. I I listened to it a couple times. Like he's funny. Like when there was all three of them.
Yeah, I like the dynamic.
Sometimes he says some crazy shit. I'm like, what? The
Mindset Mentor, Rob Dial. It's another one like Lucy How. It's like the motivational stuff.
Yeah,
that's a good. I need to start listening to motivational podcast. Like in the morning, I feel like it's such a good thing just to
do it. It is. And then the other one, Dave Asprey, Bulletproof Radio. He's the guy that created Bulletproof Coffee and like talks about like a lot of the
what's
biohacking
Bulletproof
things.
Coffee?
Oh man,
what is it? Is it really bulletproof? The people want to know.
Yeah. Just drink it and rob a bank. So coffee, right? It's like there's different ways of like. So, okay, there's this Bulletproof Coffee is essentially makes it so you don't have to eat food. It's like it provides you with a lot of nutrients you need to like just go through it fast. Like all Dave Asprey talks about now is fasting. So just not eating for hours, not eating food, but then you drink this drink and it's going to sound gross, but bear with me because when I first heard it, I'm like, oh, people do that. So it's like black coffee. Then you put in MCT oil, which is coconut aminos. It's supposed to be good for your brain. And then you put in collagen, which is a scoop of collagen. It's like a powder, and that's good for your skin, your hair. Yeah,
because coconut has like 5, has sodium, potassium, something with chlorine. It has a lot of nutrients that like your body needs, just 5. And so to do that, wow, that's smart.
The last thing is ghee, and it's like clarified butter. It's like a big in the Indian community, like Indian country. So like that's huge. But so you combine that, and it's like in a frother, and it's like it's oily, but it's so good. It's like this creamy, like light colored thing, and it's oil, but it makes you like you get used to like at first it's a little weird because it's oily, but you start liking the taste after a while. It's really weird. I don't know. That's all it is for me. But I just drink that.
Can you do it, make it your own, like out of creamer, or no? It has to be black.
Then it stops being bulletproof.
It is. I mean, essentially, it is a creamer because it's got like the ghee. The ghee's like butter, a little bit like the milk stuff, but I mean, it's different.
Is that what he talks about on the pod?
He talks about that biohacking too. So different ways. So fasting is good for you because it's like it replenishes your body and like everything about like your molecules get reset when you do this, and you just feel good if you like fast for like 24, 48 hours. Like it sounds crazy. Like 72, you get a full your whole body. Like I did that one time, and it was like it's weird, but it's like it feels good. You feel good on that third day. It's really weird. And I would drink Bulletproof Coffee, but yeah. And
I've heard of it. Wow. Yeah. If I was into coffee, I would do. You want to try that, Natasha?
I would, but I don't know.
I'm into coffee, but not like that.
No, it's tough.
I'll send you guys the recipe, and you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll DIY it, Natasha. Yeah. We'll add our own creamer at first.
I mean, good. Yeah.
Okay, so we're about to hit you with some fun facts.
Yeah.
Then some trendies, some pictures of my shoes, and then
Oh, cool.
So yes, first fun fact. Did you know, this is from Uber Facts, by the way. Did you know that the Senate has unanimously passed legislation establishing Juneteenth as the national holiday commemorating the end of slavery?
I heard. I feel like that's a big win for 2021.
Yeah, but I feel like this is one of those holidays like Columbus Day or Native American Day.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like I was all for, missing work, celebrating with my peoples. Like, but
you don't think it's gonna be like that?
That's not a federal holiday, ma'am. You got to get your in here. I'll be in there. But what about my ancestors? Like, so I feel like it's gonna.
Some companies don't get it. They just don't get it.
No, they just haven't been through a struggle. You're right. I feel like if it would have been like our people's companies, then they would have been like, "Girl, we're off. Like we're celebrating.
We're not working." Yeah.
Yeah. So next fun fact. Did you know that North Korean citizens are only allowed to have one of 28 state-approved hairstyles? Whoa. So like this hairstyle, Mike, is not going to cut it.
Damn.
Bring the dreads back. The dreads cut it or no?
It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it either. I saw like a picture. It was not going to cut it. And I'm like, that's crazy.
So what are the hairstyles?
Just 28. And they have it for like men and women. They have 28 both. Mostly it's like short hair for women, and for men
ponytail?
It's like a
hair tie. Though?
It's like a bob kind of.
Oh my god!
Really like that. And if you want like a regular,
I'm in there.
If you want like a regular hairstyle, like kind of flowy thing, those are like more expensive. But you look regular.
Yeah.
Like.
Damn.
I guess if it's like a more Western look, you got to pay more. If it's more like how they look, you got to pay less. So you got to decide.
What?
That's wild.
But I was listening to this 2020 episode on ABC about like Kim Jong-un.
Oh yeah.
I think he's their leader or president, and it's tough being him. Like the way he just murders people, allegedly, his brother, his uncle. Like I was like, what? It was insane. So I'm not surprised that they only have like 28 styles that they could choose from. This guy, like, it's crazy.
Wow.
That's intense.
Didn't know
and
that.
last one, did you know that a mountain lion, a puma, a cougar, and a panther are all the same animal?
No.
They're all the same animal. They're a cat, essentially. So even though they all look different, there are no differences between them.
Wow. That's
so a
crazy.
mountain lion, a puma, a cougar, and a panther.
Damn.
Yeah, if you like search it up, I got all of my facts from Overfacts, but if you like Google all of this, Google will be like, yes, ma'am.
Well, we're going to have to look into that right now.
We agree. It's true. So those are my fun facts.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
So I am going to do some trending topics. The only thing is I always hit you guys with some, relationship stuff, okay?
Yep.
It's who I am. It's what I'm into. Don't judge me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, are you guys the type of people to check phones?
No. I barely even check my own phone. Like
your partner's phone.
Oh, no. My phone. I'm like, you're talking about dinner or like.
No, your partner's phone.
No. I did that one time a long time ago, and I'll never do that again.
Why? What happened? Did you learn this lesson?
10 years ago, I was like, I don't know. It was there, and I thought, I heard the ding, and I'm like, oh, and yeah, it was stupid. It was a long time ago. But
so you would never do it again?
No, not worth the backlash.
Who won that argument? I take it not you?
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah,
okay,
I was in the wrong there.
The question for you guys, because I check phones. Okay, so this question's not for me. For people that don't check phones, is it because you guys believe in privacy in a relationship, or that's it?
Yes, at least for me, yes. Yeah. Do you want to go first?
No, please.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like if I'm checking phones, I'm out. Like, I'm not checking it to stay. I'm checking it so I could bounce and I'll be like, and I got the receipts. Or matter of fact, check your phone. Like, because I'm out. Why would I check phones and stay? So, which is why I don't check phones. Like, if I'm into you, no, you do whatever you do. Like, I trust you until I can't trust you anymore. So.
Okay. How about you,
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, similar. I think that, it makes sense. Like, if you can't trust each other, like, that's some basic stuff, man. Yeah. If you can't trust a person to, like, talk to another person, like, damn, like, where's the loyalty? I don't know.
Yeah. So you believe in privacy. And you don't want that done to you?
Yeah.
Like, you don't like that?
No. I mean, I wouldn't care. It's like, she's never done it, and, like, I'm engaged, so I've recently engaged February.
Oh, congrats! Yeah. Shout out to her, queen. Okay.
Yeah. Jolene, but yeah, it's just, that's her name. Yeah,
that's her name, Jolene.
Jolene. It's right. Yeah. Oh god. Every time we go to a restaurant, you leave your name for the reservation, like, and if it's like usually it's like a little older lady, she'll start singing like, oh, like the song Jolene. Happens, and younger people too. What am I talking about? Yeah, all the time. Everybody.
I know, like, because we did it too.
Yeah. Everybody.
Shout out to Jolene, though.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Jolene, please don't check phones.
Yeah,
I do, and I suppose that is it because, like, the people that do check phones, is it because you're looking for a reason to leave or a reason to stay? Both. I'm trying to not walk around looking crazy. I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Yeah, because some people just
that makes sense.
You just don't know. Okay, the second trendy. Can a woman who has dated women be serious in a marriage with a man?
Oh, damn.
We out here, okay?
Like dating? Like the girls,
marriage.
Two females dating? Okay.
Let's say she's only dated women in her life.
That's an interesting question.
Now she's ready for...
What do you think, Steph?
A straight relationship
with a man.
Thing. Yeah.
Her first man, let's say.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know.
Could you trust her?
I mean, I feel like
men would like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
She's only had women, so have I.
I'd be okay.
What if I'd be okay? This is fine with me.
Jolene, this is, pre-you, okay?
Oh,
right. What about you if it was vice versa? If they only dated guys and all of a sudden they want to get...
I'll be like, yeah, nah, because I've only dated guys. Like, we can't be into the same thing. Like, you know, I go for guys too. So I feel you. Like, I feel like we just can't be together. Like, I think it's a tough situation regardless. Because I feel like some men are really like insecure. So they're like, you know, maybe they're out in a restaurant. They're like, is she your type? You know? I don't think I could date or be with someone like seriously that's a guy if they were seriously dating other men. Because I'd be like, what you looking over here for? Like, men are it. Like, so yeah, that's probably why I wouldn't do it. Or
and you wouldn't mind? No. You're like, listen, whatever you were into.
That's a really good question. Wow, you guys really well thought out. I'm like, man, I'm going so many different directions. But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind. You know, it's where you are now. I feel like then.
Who you were back then does not matter.
I feel like you've when you were like 5 or 6, we're like coloring's cool, and now it's like, you know, I think drinking's cool. So it's like it's a little different now. You know, I feel like. I mean, that's a little
grow
extreme.
every day. That's true. That's true. That's true. Because we always say that, you know, who we were before is not who we are now.
I'm just gonna be close-minded on this one though.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I would have trust issues. Yeah, 100%. Like if they were into guys previously.
Yeah.
Like if a cute guy walked in the room, I'd just be looking at him like, you looking at him too?
Imagine you both look at him, turn around. Is he your type? Imagine you guys have the same type,
right? Imagine like that's my competition.
Like, damn, it's very different. Okay, last trending topic. If a woman initiates a date, okay, so if Jolene initiates a date, does she also pay for it?
Ooh,
just because she planned it?
This is interesting.
Jolene, take notes, boo.
Yeah.
We got you.
Hell yeah. You better pay.
Fuck your shit.
No, I feel like, okay, so with this whole situation, it's like you're dealing with a world we're in where everything's equal. We want everything to be fair. So it's like...
Equal as in 50-50 or equal as in like 70-30?
50-50. When we first started dating, like everything was split. Like the way no, I'm sorry. I paid for everything in the beginning. That's what happened. I paid for everything in the beginning because part of me, I understand both worlds. You got the line. The line is like, you got to be equal. But then you got our previous like society and like chivalry and all that. And, you know, it's just like things that you grow up with too. I feel like.
Yeah, your values.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. My dad always paid with my mom. So it's like, I feel like I got to do that. So I'd pay it first. But then as we started dating, it became split. Everything was like split down the middle. But then I would still go out and pay for her for stuff. If she made a date plan or something, I would pay. Back when I did, so before
when you were starting.
Like, and I worked at the corporate job. So, but the corporate job, like corporate companies make a lot more money than podcast studios. Let me tell you that.
But don't give up on your dream, okay? Yeah. If this is you listening,
exactly. No. Well, we're getting there. Trust me, Tandem, and we got a lot going on. But compared to a company that's been around for like 100 years and like a new company, it's like I was making a lot more money, so I could like, all right, let's do this. So I wouldn't mind paying for it. And we had this thing where like, if the person's making a lot more than the other person, then the person that does make more money probably should pay a little more here.
Yeah, but that's always gonna be men. Not even it's because of like the gender gap kind of thing.
It's not always true. I'm like she makes more than me.
Shout out to a queen.
Yeah. But she's doing a lot of other things too. Like she's got a regular job and then does contract work on the side. So she's got like streams here. So she's
on her way to being a millionaire. Do your thing, girl.
She's figuring it out.
You need seven.
But if she comes up with something and, you know, plan a date for you guys, she'll hold it down, right?
Yeah.
Because imagine she takes you to an expensive ass restaurant and then you have to pay. Ma'am, I did not ask to come to this restaurant. You brought me here. You brought me here.
That's how it should be. That's their plan, right?
Right. I was fine staying at home ordering food.
I could have made you this.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, I agree. I do think that if a woman, you know, decides to plan something, and also men should be treated too. Like I think you guys feel nice. Men guys like when your woman does things for you.
When they pay for the haircut or the beard trim, like they are here for it, you know. Men like pedicures too.
They're nice. I was weird about it at first.
Now you're like, nah, I gotta get my toes done.
You feel nice.
Yeah.
You feel nice.
It's self-care. It's just genuine self-care. It's not like, I'm gay or I might be something else. No, you're just treating yourself.
100%. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. What about you, Steph? What do you think? Should a woman pay?
If I invite, yeah. I typically go with the assumption, like, if I tell you, yo, let's go here, I'm telling you, like, let's go. I'll pay. I know what the menus look like, at least, or I saved up to go. But if you tell me, like, I'm thinking he's paying, but, like, I'll go with my own money just in case he's not. Like, just in case we got to go half or I got to pay, like, I'll bring my own. So I typically don't go with the assumption that they'll pay. And if I invite, I go, like, it's on me, girl. Like,
yeah, and I think also when people are living together too, like if you know the expenses, how much things are, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's nice to go half out because it should be expensive.
Budgeting be saving marriages, so.
Dude, it's true. I feel like it's got to be like a game. Like if you're like budgeting, it's like, all right, how much can we save today? How are we doing? What's the stats?
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
What about you, Natasha?
Yeah. I said it.
You paying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. Like, I feel like it makes, guys feel nice sometimes to treat them, which is a good thing.
It's big. If a woman pays for it, it's always like a whoa.
What? Wow. Like, whoa.
It's big.
You hearing, Jolene?
Yeah. They're like, yeah, you used to dealing with brokies, like, not me.
It's happened before. It's left field. But it's cool. No, it's cool. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. So those were my trendies. Let's get into Put Yourself in My Shoes. So if you guys are new here, Put Yourself in My Shoes is a new segment we started this season, where you guys get to send us scenarios, situations you've been in before or are currently in, or someone you know, and we tell you what we would do if we were in your shoes. Okay?
Right.
So this one goes as follows. How do you handle a situation where your partner is not ready for more commitment in the relationship? This one is tough, okay? This one is tough.
No, it just be like...
Because I don't know...
Where do you get these questions, yo?
No, they send it to us.
Yeah. So this is a situation that they're going through, and they're like, what do you guys think about it?
Yeah,
like,
this is how
we should handle
this is complex.
This is how we get,
this is great,
interact with our listeners.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all for sending it.
So
it's anonymous, too, so, like, no one knows your business, but we try to help you out, so...
Oh, it's so nice.
I don't know what I would do in that situation. Like, let's say you guys were just talking and you're ready for a relationship, but they're not. Or you guys are in a relationship, but you're ready for marriage and they're not. It's like,
be like, listen, we are at different paths in our life right now. Come back. Come back when you are at the same level. Or, like, maybe it's going to be too late. I feel like it's something you got to think about. So let me know. But I'm ready.
Since you are engaged, how do you know, like, that you guys are there?
Like, what if you would have asked me? What if you would have asked and she would have said no? You would have like,
yo, I didn't prepare for this.
But I thought you was ready. Like, I thought we was on the same
Are we
page.
done talking about tandem?
Can we go back to that?
It's a good question. No, so...
Were you nervous that she might say no? Or you knew you're like, nah, she's going to say yes?
So, we've been dating for 5 years. So, I feel like after, like, 2, 3 was like... I think this is good, but that 4, it's like, okay, it's time. And then when you're starting to get the hints, then it's like, what are we waiting for? Something we could, like Beyonce.
What were the hints? What were the hints?
Put a ring on it. Was that one?
Oh, the single ladies.
Yeah, the ring on it. Like, what's the one? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, the one with the ring.
Oh, if you like it, then you should have put a ring.
Yeah, that one. And it's like, and she's like, I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, it's like, and it just, it becomes, I think it's a growing thing. I think you do it at your own pace, and like, so I think one party can't rush the other. I almost feel like, it's gotta be either you're in it to hold out for this person, you'll stay where you're at and see if, the things will like, because you want to make sure you're good with each other. Like, no one wants to go through divorce or any of that stuff. True. Like, that's been my thing. I'm like, whoever I'm going to marry, I'm going to be with them for a good more
this
than the
is
average.
It. You stuck with me. That's it.
I want to make sure, If
I got to sleep on the couch, I'm sleeping on the couch, but we're not getting divorced, okay?
Yeah. I think it should be time. So just like hold out. If you really care about that person, you hold out. But if you're like, if you really if you can't hold out and you got to rethink things, you got to rethink things.
You think people should take their time with marriage? like getting there instead of like rushing into something? Because I know we spoke about that and with Clement, and he was like, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Like if 3 months from now you guys want to get married, just do it.
I mean, it depends. I think your age is a big factor because I feel like there's some people that have been in enough relationships and have just had that time that they just get it. They start to understand. They notice trends. Like, okay, I've noticed this person. They do this is crazy. Like this is going on. Like this little things. And then as you get old, like you don't get you're like a puppy when you start. Like you're just like your heart gets broken and this happens and that happens and it's just like. You get beat up, but it's like you don't get. I mean, you assume things and like my heart. What's my zodiac sign say?
It's true. I thought we actually think like that too.
Yeah. So I think time.
That's funny.
I think it's important.
But some people like they're like, we're married. We don't need to like legally go to the state, get married kind of thing. We're like this is forever and they don't need paperwork. So it depends. Like sometimes they don't want to get married. They just want to be like engaged forever or like dating forever kind of thing. So so it all depends on them.
Okay.
100%.
So going back to the purchase of my shoes, I would say have the conversation. Have a like literally I feel like people are not having conversations nowadays. Like it's everything. It's like like they're just not communicating at all and they're ready to end a relationship just because they probably this is just how they feel. They don't know if that person is really you know,
we next, Natasha.
Ready.
We don't leave this single. I feel like we ready. We next. Like.
Not yet.
There's a book called The 7 Love Languages. I don't know if you guys ever
There's
heard.
7 love
No,
languages?
the five.
5, damn.
By Chapman.
I'm like,
Well, I
Gary
can't
Chapman,
believe.
I think.
Yeah, that's it. So, you know, that's like, I think that's, I read it one time a while ago, but it's like, that basically is everybody has things that makes them like love. It's like these things like
but Natasha says it's all 5 for her.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
All 5 are her love languages.
My guy got to bring it. My guy got to bring
Natasha's
it.
future husband. Good luck.
All 5. What would you say yours is?
Oh damn!
It's like what is
all
it? Quality,
5?
Yeah, quality time.
All 5.
Acts of service.
I want the
words of affirmation.
Gifts.
Yeah, receiving gifts. And damn, what's the other one? Damn.
Words. Something is positive affirmations. No.
Words of affirmation. Receiving gifts. Quality time.
There's one more.
Touching.
Yeah.
Physical.
Physical touch. Yeah,
physical touch.
Yeah. Quality time. I think is me. Yeah, that's quality. Yeah.
I'm words of affirmation. Nice. What do you think Jolene is?
Have you learned?
Ooh, she's quality time. Wait, what is he? What are they again? I'm pretty sure it's quality time, but I keep forgetting them.
Words of affirmation.
Quality time, words of affirmation. Gifts. Yeah, receiving gifts. Acts of service.
She's acts of service. Yeah, acts of service. Yeah, acts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Natasha's like, I'm ready to get all
5. Literally, I'm here.
I can't choose all 5.
Yeah.
She's the first one that I've heard. Like,
yeah, right. They're hybrids too. Like you could be like 2 or 5 is like that's
no, everything. I know my hybrid. That's why I'm so single. It's tough for these guys out here.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good question.
But yeah, that would be my advice. Talk about it. Have the communication. Because that's important. If you feel like you guys are not on the same page, you might want to move on because 6 years from now, you don't want to be in that same space. You know what I mean? Where you're ready and they're not. So 100%. That's what I would say. I don't know what advice you would give.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I know it sounded like an ultimatum.
Oh, okay.
But I meant it as like, listen, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
This is where you're at. We're clear. Now, what are we going to do? Like, at least it's on the table. We know what we want kind of thing. Like, so where do we go from here?
Talk about it. Cool.
That's it.
And give them some hints, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Put a ring on it. Okay.
Single ladies one time.
But don't rush them either.
Yeah.
I feel like men sometimes can get scared, maybe.
Yeah. No, I totally see that happening.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the put yourself in my shoes.
I have time for Would You Rathers.
Oh, a game? A quick game? Okay.
Oh, boy.
A quick game. It's just a quick game to end the pod.
Oh, okay. Was it already out of time? Oh,
yeah.
wow, it's full fast here.
Okay, I'm gonna just do one. This is light, man. You got nothing to worry about. Would you rather
Don't
sneeze?
even because when she says that.
Would you rather sneeze every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you sneeze?
Oh, damn.
That's light.
Yo.
I have to rethink this. Real quick. I have to, like, picture
Wait,
it.
say that one more time.
Hold on.
I couldn't let you.
All right, we have one that's ready. So Lily, would you rather sneeze every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you sneeze?
I'd rather sneeze every time wait.
That's really weird. If you
sneeze every time I orgasm because I orgasm more than I sneeze.
That's
And
true.
what if you're just
true.
sneezing through the entire time? You're just like achoo, achoo, achoo.
What if you at work and you sneezing?
Wait, what? Why you having an orgasm at work?
Well, cause we sneezing, girl.
Oh my god.
I'm still stuck on. Say it again.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
Would you
Thank
rather
you.
sneeze every time you orgasm
Okay.
or orgasm every time you sneeze?
Oh, I get it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
The first one.
Sneeze every time you orgasm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
easier.
It's just such a It literally is. It's just easier.
How's it going?
I agree.
How's it going, clients?
That's true.
It can get awkward.
Especially in the
get weird.
wintertime. In the wintertime for flu season? Yeah, nobody's ready.
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
oh,
so
yeah.
bad.
Nobody's ready for that. Right.
Oh my god, allergy season is gonna be different.
Oh, God.
So yeah, so that was our Would You Rather.
Yeah,
Cool.
and that was our podcast for today. I hope you
You don't want
enjoyed
to talk
it.
about Charlotte's Web real quick before we
Oh,
go
yeah.
on?
Oh yes.
Well, Mike, you've tried
Yeah.
a couple other products.
I
Do you
love-
wanna share your experience
Yeah,
to our
guys.
listeners?
You guys got to get, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You guys got to do Charlotte's Web. It is the bomb. It's great for homeostasis. Get the CBD calm. You'll get homeostasis. You'll be chill. You'll be relaxed. The sleep, if you're having trouble sleeping, pains, aches, whatever, this will definitely help here. But these are two amazing products, and they will just do it. It'll definitely help.
Yeah, if
One has melatonin, the other one doesn't.
Yeah, if you guys don't know about Charlotte's Web, it's literally, they're amazing. Thank you to them for, sponsoring this video. But they're amazing. Till this day, I finished. I have to get more.
We gotta re-up, yeah. We gotta use our code.
I finished the sleeping one. I finished the melatonin, which is amazing. It helps with my sleep. I don't take it obviously every night, but when I do, it's amazing. I love it. And the oil is very strong. But I don't know. It relaxes me. It calms me down. I take it before work. This one right here. I take this one before, not the one. Because the oil, listen.
Yeah,
It's different.
the oil you're gonna need a day off after.
Yeah.
At least we did.
Yeah.
Oh,
But the
edible.
calm one, I definitely take it before work because these customers be stressing me out.
Oh,
So if you need that, listen. If you're like me, you need that.
I actually take the calm one before I go to sleep. I'm like, I need to be calm before I go to sleep.
Really?
Like the melatonin doesn't do it for me. Like I'm not. It disrupts my sleep.
Yeah.
But Natasha be knocked out so
Listen,
quick. Like,
oh my God.
And then
That's
me
good.
on the lime one, on the green one, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm knocked out.
Yeah, but these are amazing products. So you guys should really try them.
Use our code for 15% off.
TYSP.
Yes, TYSP. We'll leave the link on the episode.
Yeah, in the description. And we're also going to leave the link to Tandem in case
Yeah.
you guys want to join, which
guys,
you should.
Yeah, thank you so much. Guys, check out Tandem Podcasting. We are a platform that will help you get your show off the ground. Message us. We'll love to walk you through the process. You can talk with our podcasters. We have affiliated Gotham Podcast Studio. But yeah, tandempodcasting.com. Check it out, guys. And the first 6 episodes, they're on us. So check it out.
Nice.
Tandem
And it's an
Podcasting.
amazing community. So
Yeah.
Check
Everybody
out
loves
the
that.
Cannabis Connoisseur.
Oh, Cannabis Connoisseur, the cannabisc@gmail.com. The Cannabis at the Cannabis in the letter C. It's the Cannabis Connoisseur podcast, but it's hard to spell that.
we're also going to leave it in. We're going to leave it in the
Yeah,
description.
thanks.
We got you, Mike.
Yeah,
Like,
of
we rock with
course.
Oya episodes, Tandem.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks,
you work
guys.
here, but thank you so much for pulling up for an hour with
Yeah.
us.
Gotham
so.
too. Shout out to Gotham Podcast Studio.
Yes.
That's where we're
Yes,
recording
shout out
this.
to them because they're amazing. They
Yeah.
have made this possible for us. So
yeah,
shout out to them.
And we all appreciate you guys too. So thank you. Gratitude.
So thank you so much for listening. Remember to follow us at Talk Your Shit Pod on Instagram, on Twitter, our personal email or Instagrams, Twitters at StephanyMX3.
Barcasel.
Do you want to leave your personal or is that?
Yeah, it's Ortizemo, Ortizemo. And guys, these guys are on. They know their stuff. It's organized, it's a structured podcast. So you listening to this, you're smart. You're listening to a good structured podcast. So keep rocking it.
Thank you.
And remember to follow our amazing producer at Producer Ghana, at Learn Filmmaking, at Elephant Network. I got a picture. What else, Gabriel? What else? We got you. And remember that we talk our shit now.
So you can talk your shit later. Bye.
Woo.